You won't believe what Rivian just did, because now you can literally sign up to swim in a Rivian's truck bed. At least that's what the stock image looks like. The R2 keeps popping up all over California, giving us fresh looks at the features that they're testing. In that new 2025.26 software update, it includes changes that weren't mentioned in the release notes. Rivian's also facing big financial ripples from paused paperwork on selling regulatory credits to potential losses from rolled back fuel economy penalties. Now, let's dive in. I want to give a quick thank you to all those that purchased my new limited edition set of 3 Joshua Tree inspired Rivian stickers, along with a matching t-shirt collection. If you missed out on purchasing last week, make sure to order because quantities of the stickers are super limited right now. But again, thank you for supporting my channel. It really helps keep these adventures going. First up today, Uber and Turo are teaming up for a limited time rental experience that's definitely going to turn heads: a pool truck. Thanks to Rivian Updates for sharing this one. The promotion offers a free 2-hour reservation in Los Angeles and in Miami, where guests can literally lounge in a swimming pool built right into the bed of a pickup. Uber says that this is a way to spotlight their new partnership with Turo, now available directly through the Uber app. Now go onto the app and check it out, because if you live in Los Angeles, it is at the Santa Monica Pier, and it's happening right now, August 23rd through the 24th. And if you live in Miami, it's happening at Bayside Marketplace, August 30th to the 31st. So even if you can't get a reservation, you can still go and check it out. The promo image does clearly show a ChatGPT created Rivian R1T as the truck of choice for this promo, but it doesn't specifically say if it will be an R1T or another electric truck. So keep your eyes peeled, because I'm kind of curious what the setup will actually look like. Next up, we've got more pictures and videos of the R2 spotted in Irvine, California. For the first time, we're seeing the rear quarter panel open, and this particular validation build is also rocking the aero rims paired with street tires. Even better, it wasn't alone. 2 validation builds were spotted side by side, which makes me wonder just how many of these are out on the road right now. One thing certain, Rivian is racking up the miles as they get closer to release. Personally, I can't wait until we finally see one outfitted with some big, beefy all-terrains tearing up the dirt. Next up, Rivian's 2025.26 software update is rolling out now. Make sure that you're subscribed, because I'll be doing a full review soon, but early reports suggest this update might actually be bigger than the release notes led on to be. A friend of the channel, Travis Ketchum, shared that the update seemed to bring a noticeable audio boost. In his words, the 2025.26 update actually has some bass and lets you push the volume way higher without a ton of distortion. What do you think? Have you noticed any small audio tweaks after updating? Drop a comment below and make sure to subscribe to Travis on his channel. In a thread about maybe these new changes on Reddit, we did learn that Rivian's own Wasim confirmed that a much bigger audio tuning change is coming in the next update. This is huge because, as many of you know, the current premium audio in Gen 2 vehicles hasn't exactly wowed people. If Rivian delivers, this could be a major upgrade for owners and potential buyers. But that's not all that's hiding in the update. Shout out to user MP Shizzle for some incredible detective work on Rivian's Gen 2 Autonomy. Up until now, Rivian's Highway Assist was still relying on the mobile eye camera unit, which is highlighted in red here, instead of Rivian's own custom camera suite in green. Well, after this update, that's now changed, because Rivian has officially switched over to their in-house cameras, a huge step forward for growth of Rivian's Autonomy platform. And that switch explains some of the new upgrades that we're seeing, like enhanced perception, better performance when sensors are obstructed by snow, mud, or direct sunlight, faster reaction times with cut-ins, merges, and sudden stops, expanding the vehicle's detection across multiple lanes and in cross traffic, with improved visuals on the driver display and fewer disengagements on poorly marked roads. Here's where I think the biggest takeaway is though, because this change could be the first step towards Rivian not requiring pre-mapped roads for self-driving in Gen 2 vehicles. And that is absolutely massive. Of course, the flip side is we're probably also inching closer to Rivian charging a subscription fee for Autonomy Platform Plus, so enjoy the progress while it's still free. Once my Gen 2 vehicle is updated, I'm going to create a video with a much more in-depth version of what's happening with the Rivian Autonomy platform. Lastly today, Rivian says that they're being held up on about $100 million in revenue thanks to a change in US fuel economy rules. And they're not alone because Lucid's caught in the same mess. Here's the deal. EV makers earn regulatory credits for building clean vehicles and selling them to legacy automakers like GM and Ford, who use them to avoid fines for making gas guzzlers. Rivian has deals lined up, but because the Trump administration rolled back fuel economy penalties, NHTSA stopped issuing the compliance letters needed to finalize those sales. Without that paperwork, the money is stuck. Now, this is a big hit because Rivian's earned over $400 million from credits over the years, and they make up more than 6% of their revenue just in the first half of 2024. Now Rivian says to not expect any more credit revenue in 2025. Zeta, the EV trade group that includes Rivian and Tesla, has filed a petition with the DC Court of Appeals pushing NHTSA to act. For perspective, Tesla has racked in more than $12 billion from these credits since 2008. So yeah, this is serious business. Because honestly, it's frustrating to see these companies actually driving innovation get held back by regulatory gridlock. It is going to be a tough road as the green tech is being held back in the US. But that wraps up this week in Rivian News. If you found this update helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching, and remember, adventure is always out there.